Hello dear students, I am uploading this video to teach the module 4 curve fitting and statistical methods. In this topic we discuss the method of finding a specific relation y is equal to f of x for the data to satisfy that data as accurately as possible, and such a relation is known as the best fitting equation or curve of best fit. Suppose y is equal to f of x is an appropriate relation that fits into a given data. Xi comma yi are the given values of x and y for I is equal to 1 to n. The given values of y are known as the observed values, and y is equal to f of xi are called the expected values. By using the same values of x and y, if I find the relationship between the values of x and y by using y is equal to f of xi, those values of y are known as the expected values. Their difference, okay, observed values as well as the expected values, their difference yi minus yi it is, are known as the residuals. The difference between the observed and estimated values of y are known as the residuals or estimated errors. To find the specific relation between the given values of x and y, we use the method known as the method of least squares, and this method finds the relation between the values of x and y in such a way that the sum of the squares of the residuals is minimum or the least. That is this is estimated error will be almost equal to 0, or else it is a very small value, the difference between the observed as well as the estimated values of y. And in the interpolation we learned how to find out the relationship between the values of x and y for equal interval values of x as well as the unequal interval values of x. There we find the relationship between the values of x and y, but in this topic, in the curve fitting topic, we are finding a specific relationship exists between the values of x and y. First relationship, we are finding a relation of the form y is equal to a plus bx or y is equal to ax plus b. This y is equal to a plus bx is the linear equation in x and y. This equation is known as the straight line. Now I'll explain you how to fit a straight line for the given values of x and y. Consider a set of n given values x comma y for fitting the straight line y is equal to a plus bx, where a and b are the parameters we supposed to find those values. The residual r is equal to the difference between the observed values as well as the estimated values. Given values of y are the observed values minus estimated values. We are finding the values of y by using this relation y is equal to a plus bx. Hence these are the estimated values of y. R is equal to y minus of a plus bx is the difference between the observed and estimated values of y. By the method of least squares, we find the parameters a and b such that the sum of the squares of the residuals is least or minimum. Let S is equal to sum of the squares of the residuals. So I call that as S. S is equal to sum of the squares of the residuals, R value. S is equal to summation of R is nothing but y minus of a plus bx whole square as it is. I'll call it as equation 1. We need to find, okay, the values of a and b in such a way that sum of the squares of the residuals is minimum, means s must be almost equal to 0 or else s must be a smallest value. The necessary and sufficient condition for s to be minimum are del s by del a equal to 0 and del s by del b is equal to 0. You studied that how to find the minimum values or maximum values of the function of two variables in the first semester. Okay. Now differentiate equation 1 partial with respect to a and partial with respect to b. We get While differentiating with respect to a, we must treat the remaining variables as constant, means x and y are constants. The derivative of s with respect to a is del s by del a is equal to summation as it is y minus of a plus bx whole square. Its differentiation is 2 times y minus of a plus bx. Again we need to differentiate y minus of a plus bx with respect to a. Y differentiation is 0, minus a differentiation is minus 1, minus bx differentiation is 0, means del s by del a is equal to summation of 2 into y minus of a plus bx into minus 1, and that must be del s by del a is equal to 0, hence this must be equal to 0. 2 have taken that outside the summation, 2 into summation of, I multiply this throughout by minus 1, minus y, minus into minus is plus a plus bx, that is equal to 0. If I divide throughout by 2, it will be minus sigma y plus summation of a plus summation of bx, that is equal to 0. Have taken the summation for each of the terms. Minus 1 constant, that's why I have written that outside. If I shift this term to left hand side or right hand side, minus becomes plus sigma y, that is equal to summation of a. How many times where a is constant? Okay, we are adding that constant n times. So 2 plus 2 is nothing but 2 into 2 does. Okay, if I add 2 5 times, 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, nothing but 2 is added 5 times, 2 into a. 2 into 5 times it is. Similarly, we are adding a n times, so summation of a is na, that's it, plus b constant, write that outside, summation of x, call it as equation 2. Similarly, differentiate s partially with respect to b. Del s by del b is equal to summation 2 times y minus of a plus bx. Again we need to differentiate y minus a plus bx with respect to b. Y differentiation is 0, minus a differentiation is 0, minus bx differentiation with respect to b is minus x, that is equal to 0. Once again take 2 outside and multiply throughout by minus x, minus xy plus ax plus bx square, that is equal to 0. Divide throughout by 2 and take the summations separately for each of the terms. Minus sigma xy plus sigma ax plus sigma bx square equals to 0. Shift this term to right hand side, sigma xy, that is equal to a constant into sigma x plus b outside sigma x square. Okay, call this as equation 3. Equations 2 and 3 are known as the normal equations to fit a straight line y is equal to a plus bx. Okay, and by solving these two equations, after finding given the values of x and y, easily we can find summation of sum of all the values of x, sum of all the values of y. Multiply x and y and find their sum. Find the square of x values and find their sum. Substitute those values in the equations 2 and 3. We are getting two equations in two unknowns a and b. By solving these two equations, we are able to get the a and b values. After getting the a and b values, substitute those values in the equation y is equal to a plus bx. That gives the curve of best fit for the given values of x and y. Okay, this is the method of fitting a straight line y is equal to a plus bx for the given data, and it is very easy to remember the normal equations. We need to fit a straight line y is equal to a plus bx. To write its normal equations, take the summation on both sides. Sigma y equal to sigma a is nothing but n into a plus b into sigma x. That is the first normal equation. Again, multiply throughout by the independent variable x, then take the summation xy. Summation of xy is equal to a into x, a into sigma x plus bx square, b into sigma x square. That is a second normal equation. Okay, if you remember these two normal equations, easily you can fit a straight line y is equal to a plus bx for the given data. Now we'll move on to fitting of curves of the form y is equal to a into x power b, or y is equal to b power x, or y is equal to a into e power bx. Those are all known as the exponential curves. I explain the method of fitting a curve of the form y is equal to a into x power b. Consider y is equal to a into x power b. Call it as 1. Take logarithm on both sides. We get log y is equal to logarithm of a into x power b. This is of the form logarithm of m into n, that is equal to log m plus log n. Logarithm of x power b again can be written as b log x. Total it is log a plus b log x. Take log y as capital Y, log a as capital A, small b as capital B, log x as capital X. Y is equal to a plus bx, no doubt it is a straight line. We are all familiar in writing the normal equations for this straight line. Y is equal to a plus bx. What are the normal equations? Means sigma y is equal to na plus b into sigma x, sigma xy is equal to a into sigma x plus b into sigma x square are the normal equations. Find the corresponding sums, put those values. We are getting two equations in two unknowns. By solving those two equations, we are getting the a and b values. After finding the a and b values, find out the small a, small b by using the relations. Okay, that is capital Y is log y, so small y is equal to e power y. Log a is equal to a. Okay, so that small a is equal to e power a. Capital B is nothing but small b it is, and small x is e power x it is. That is fitting of the exponential curve y is equal to a into x power b it is. Okay, now I'll explain the method of fitting of a second degree parabola. Y is equal to a plus bx plus cx square. Second degree equation in x. Okay, it is known as the parabola. That parabola may also be in the form y is equal to ax square plus bx plus c. Both are same it is. The once again we are using the method of least square. This is exactly similar to the method of fitting a straight line y is equal to a plus bx. Consider the set of n given values x comma y for fitting the curve parabola y is equal to a plus bx plus cx square. The given values of y are known as the observed values, and the values by using y is equal to a plus bx plus cx square, those values of y are known as the expected values, estimated values. The difference between the observed values and estimated values is known as the residual. R is equal to y minus of a plus bx plus cx square. Okay, and the necessary condition for S to be minimum are del S by del A is equal to 0, del S by del B is equal to 0, del S by del C is equal to 0. For that, differentiate one partial with respect to A, partial with respect to B, partial with respect to C. While differentiating with respect to A, we must treat the remaining variables as constants. Similarly, with respect to B as well as with respect to C. Now, del S by del A is equal to summation 2 times y minus of a plus bx plus cx square. Again, the differentiation of this with respect to a is minus 1. That is equal to 0. Take 2 outside. Multiply throughout by minus 1 minus y plus a plus bx plus cx square is equal to 0. Take the summation separately for each of the term and take this term to that side. Minus sigma y becomes plus sigma y. Summation of a is constant. Okay, we are adding that constant n times, so it is n into a plus b into b constant, write that outside, sigma x plus c into sigma x square. Call this as equation 2. Now differentiate one partial with respect to b. Del S by del B is equal to same procedure, it is 2 times y minus of a plus bx plus cx square into, again this differentiation with respect to b is, this is 0, minus a differentiation is also 0, minus bx differentiation is minus x. Again minus cx square differentiation is also 0. Take 2 outside and multiply throughout by minus x. Take the summation separately for each of the term. Shift this term to the right hand side. Minus becomes plus and take the constants outside, and this is the second normal equation. Similarly, differentiate s partial with respect to c and same procedure. This is the sigma x square y is equal to a into sigma x square plus b into sigma x cube plus c into sigma x power 4 is the third normal equation. Equations 2, 3, 4 are known as the normal equations for fitting the second degree parabola y is equal to a plus bx plus cx square. Okay, and by solving these three equations, we are getting the values of a and b, a, b, c substitute those values into the required parabola. That gives the second degree parabola for the given data. Okay, you need to remember for fitting the straight line the normal equations y is equal to a plus bx. To fit this straight line, normal equations are sigma y is equal to na plus b into sigma x, sigma xy is equal to a into sigma x plus b into sigma x square. To fit the straight line y is equal to ax plus b, the normal equations are sigma y is equal to a into sigma x plus sigma b is nothing but nb. Multiply throughout by x, then take the summation. Sigma xy is equal to a into sigma x square plus b into sigma x. And to fit the parabola y is equal to a plus bx plus cx square, the normal equations are same procedure. First take the summation on both sides, then multiply throughout by x, write the summation, take the summation. Again multiply throughout by one more x, that is multiply throughout by x square, then take the summation. Sigma y is equal to na plus b into sigma x plus c into sigma x square is the first normal equation. Now if I multiply this throughout by x, xy, sigma xy is equal to a into sigma x plus b into sigma x square plus c into sigma x cube is the second normal equation. Now multiply throughout by x square, then take the summation. If I multiply this by x square means x square y. So summation of x square y is equal to a into sigma x square plus b into sigma x cube plus c into sigma x power 4 are the normal equations. Okay, you need to add these equations. Similarly, to fit this parabola y is equal to x square plus bx plus c, these are the normal equations. I hope you understand how to write down the normal equations very easily. Okay. Now, working method for problems. First, we need to write down the normal equations. Okay, appropriate normal equations for the curve to fit. Prepare the relevant table. Relevant table means what are the sums we required. Sum x, summation of y, summation of xy, summation of x square, etc. And after finding those values, those sums, put those sum values into the normal equations and we are getting the simultaneous equations. By solving those simultaneous equations, we are getting the parameter values AB or ABC. Substitute those values into the given required curve. Okay. Then in the next video, I'll show you how to do the problems on this. Okay. I hope you understand this. Very simple method, and definitely one or two questions on these methods they are asking. Okay. Thank you.